Hi there, little cubs and families. Welcome to the Cozy Cubs Collection, a warm, safe place where we snuggle up, explore wonderful stories, and let our imaginations grow. Every book we read together helps us learn, laugh, and dream big. So find a comfy spot, grab your favorite stuffed friend, and get ready, because today's story is waiting for us. Let's open up our next book. Hi, everybody. Today we have another oldie but goodie, and I hope you enjoy it. If you're a little adventurous at heart, I think you should love this book. Today we're going to read The Jungle Book 2. Mowgli was having a tough time getting used to life in the man village. Sure, everybody was nice to him, especially his new friends Shanti and Ranjan. Ranjan's parents even took him in and tried to make him feel like part of their family. But Mowgli really missed his best pal, Baloo. And there were so many rules in the village. The worst rule of all, no crossing the river, ever. And how Mowgli longed to cross that river. For on the other side was his favorite place, the jungle. Ranjan loved to hear Mowgli's stories about life in the jungle, but Shanti did not. The jungle scared her. One day, Mowgli led a group of children to the river. Even Shanti followed him until he began to cross the water. "Stop!" Shanti yelled. Ranjan's father heard her terrified scream and came running. He scolded the children and sent Mowgli to bed without dinner. Now Mowgli missed the jungle more than ever. There were no rules there. Meanwhile, Baloo was thinking about Mowgli, his little man cub. Ever since Mowgli had followed that girl, Shanti, into the man village, Baloo's life had not been the same. Bagheera watched his friends uneasily. "You can't keep trying to take Mowgli from the man village," Bagheera warned Baloo. As the bear sneaked closer to the river, "It's not safe for him in the jungle. You know Shere Khan is looking for Mowgli." In the man village, Mowgli was sitting in his room, gazing out his window toward the jungle. Suddenly, he heard a noise, hopped outside to investigate, and came face to face with Mowgli. Shouted, was afraid the villagers would hear, so he covered Mowgli's mouth and pulled him around the corner into the shadows. As soon as they were out of sight, Baloo gave Mowgli the biggest of bear hugs. Then he tossed Mowgli up in the air in celebration. Shanti saw her friend being thrown around by a huge bear and panicked. "There's a wild animal in the village," she screamed. But Baloo wasn't the only animal in the man village. Lurking in the shadows was none other than Shere Khan the tiger. Shanti's screams brought all the villagers out of their huts, torches in hand. Spotting Shere Khan, one of the villagers shouted, "There he is!" Everyone raced around after the tiger, but Shanti had not taken her eyes off Mowgli and Baloo. She couldn't understand why the villagers were running the wrong way. "No, no, no! He's over!" Shanti called over to the villagers, but they were too busy chasing Shere Khan. She raced after Mowgli and Baloo. Gathering her courage, she hopped across the stones, following them to the opposite side of the river. Ranjan took off after her. "Shanti, wait for me," he called. Once Shere Khan had been chased away, the villagers realized that the three children were missing: Shanti, Mowgli, Ranjan. They called frantically, but Shanti and Ranjan were lost in the jungle. And Mowgli was so happy to be back with his best friend, Papa Bear, that he didn't notice anything else, not even Kaa, the slippery snake, slithering after them. Man is in the jungle. They're searching for Mowgli. Bagheera warned Baloo. I thought that perhaps maybe you had seen the boy. Me? No. Nah, Baloo fibbed. You know his future is in that village. Mowgli was shocked. He couldn't believe the entire village was looking for him. Wow, he exclaimed. They must really miss me. He thought for a moment. I wonder if Shanti's with them. Baloo stared at Mowgli. Shanti was the one who brought Mowgli to the main village. Did Mowgli really want to leave the jungle again? Shanti? You definitely don't want her to find you, do you? Baloo asked. Mowgli shook his head. No, we can't let anyone find us, he exclaimed. He made Baloo promise that if Shanti found them, he would scare her away. Wandering through the jungle, lost and tired, Shanti and Ranjan finally found Mowgli. He was sitting high in a tree, feeling a bit homesick for the village. What are you doing here? Mowgli cried. We came to save you, Shanti explained. Then Baloo appeared. When he saw Shanti, he remembered the promise he had made to Mowgli. So he roared his scariest roar. Ranjan screamed. Shanti punched Baloo in the nose. She was angry at the bear, but she was even angrier at Mowgli when she found out he had asked Baloo to scare them. Come on, Ranjan, she said. Mowgli ran after his friends and tried to apologize. Shanti just raised her arm and pointed behind him. That was when Mowgli saw Shere Khan. You seem surprised to see me, man cub, Shere Khan said with a growl. Run, Mowgli whispered to Shanti and Ranjan. He tossed dirt into the tiger's eyes and took off, but Shere Khan was right behind him. Mowgli quickly found a safe hiding spot for his friends. Then he ran off, hoping Shere Khan would follow him. Ranjan, wait here. I gotta go help Mowgli, said Shanti. Mowgli ran and ran, looking for a place to hide. Finally, he reached the ruins of an ancient theater. He hid behind a giant brass gong. Baloo and Shanti, who were right behind him, did the same thing. They all started banging on their gongs. Shere Khan was completely confused until Shanti's gong fell down, revealing her hiding place. Mowgli darted out to help Shanti. They both sprinted away. With Shere Khan in a hot pursuit, he cornered them in a ledge overlooking a boiling lava. Mowgli looked out, yelled Baloo. Shere Khan charged at them, and Mowgli and Shanti jumped onto a giant stone tiger. Shere Khan leaped after them. As the stone head began to fall, Baloo reached out and grabbed Mowgli and Shanti. But Shere Khan fell onto a rock in the middle of the huge lava pit. The stone head came crashing down on top of him, trapping him inside its mouth. Mowgli turned to his old friend Baloo. Mowgli had finally realized that he really belonged in the man village, where he was safe from the dangers of the jungle. Come on, come with me, Mowgli pleaded. Now, you know I can't do that, Baloo said. Mowgli buried his face in Baloo's warm fur. I'm gonna miss you, Papa Bear. Me too, Little Britches, Baloo said, hugging Mowgli. Me too. Mowgli ran to the cow to catch up with his new family. Ranjan's father gave Mowgli a big hug. I'm just glad you're safe, he said to Mowgli. Mowgli quickly leaned over and loved life in the village with his new family. But every once in a while, while he, Shanti, and Ranjan would pay a visit to the jungle to see Baloo and Bagheera. Because if there's one thing they had all learned, it's that friends, old and new, are one of the bear's necessities of life. And that was the reading of the Jungle Book 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Just wonder, how would you think about living in the jungle? Wild. Have a good one. Thank you for snuggling up with the Cozy Cubs collection. We love reading with you today. Until next time, little cubs, stay warm, stay kind, and keep imagining.